Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my hungry athletes worldwide. This is your coach Taz coming to you live. I want to get this message to you. It's called December Expectations. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to YouTube. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, go ahead and just keep on tuning in. If you can, leave a review. Those are the people that let me know that they're listening, and it lets me know what you guys want to hear and how you guys are receiving the message. So go ahead and leave a review, leave a comment wherever you're finding this podcast at. December. It is December 1st as of the time I'm recording this podcast. And I want you to know that, December has a lot of expectations. It's going to have a lot of expectations for you. It's going to have a lot of expectations for your business, for your work life, for your family. There's a lot of expectations that go into December. What comes into December, if you're a Christian, we have Christmas and we have New Year's. If you're of the Jewish descent, we got Hanukkah. And I'm not too sure about other religions or other countries too much. But I do know that even this time of year, it just matters a lot internationally. It matters a lot nationally to people. And the reason that is because we have New Year's. We have seasons of giving. We have seasons that are ending. We have seasons that are beginning. And so, where are you at in December? I know that with me in December right now, I'm coming towards the end of the year, just like we all are. I'm not a student anymore, though. I used to go to the University of Miami, and usually after Thanksgiving break, as many students know, stuff picks up. School picks up. Everything picks up. Everybody's getting frustrated at each other because they're trying to get their work done, but they have a group project that isn't getting done, and there's a lot of hoopla going around on campus. And so you want to stay calm. Stay calm in what you know to do and really work on those morning routines and those night routines. That's what's really mattering during this December season. In this December season, you need to focus on your morning routines and your night routines, because inevitably what's going to happen is this is going to go into your January. And if you don't practice what you want in your next year, if you can't practice that right now, there's no way you could do it next year. I promise you. You're going to be doing the same stuff. And so whoever you want to be next year, start being that person this December. This December, I want you to practice being that person that you want to be. Forget the December expectations that everybody else is putting on you. Put your own expectations on yourself. Live for your own self. Give yourself your own standards. Live by your own code if you need to. There are many codes out there, but live by your own code. Figure out what works for you. Figure out what career path you're going to take, or just finish strong whatever you want to do and what you have to do. If you're a student, if you're trying to build a business, if you're like me, you're just an athlete and you want to get more fit, you're going to have to hit the gym. You're going to have to hit the gym in those hard January, December, February months. I promise you. It's going to be cold. And I want you to just think about the blessing that you have in your life right now. This is a gratitude podcast, if you didn't recognize. This is a gratitude podcast, every single podcast. Because we need to be grateful for what we have right now. Because if we're expecting all these things, expecting people to work for us, or expecting people to help us create our dream, or expecting people to bring us to stardom, all these expectations, we're expecting a whole lot from the world, and we're not putting in that work ourselves. You're not putting in that work yourself. And I know, I know myself. I could be putting in more work. You could be putting in more hours. The time that you put out, it's like, it really will equate to what you get. You earn what you deserve. You really do. You earn what you deserve, and you also earn what you haggle for or what you negotiate for. That's what you earn. And if you're not out constantly negotiating with other people, constantly working on building your own influence, building your own self, making yourself an even brighter star within your own life, a brighter star within your own story. Don't be scared to be the main character in your story. You know, if things weren't working out in this previous year and you didn't have a job, or you weren't expecting to get a job, or maybe you hooked up with this shitty person and that person's really bringing you down, maybe you need to start making some changes before that new year comes along, before these new changes start settling in, and you start getting so just comfortable in this shell. You know, the shell becomes harder over time. Our shells become harder over time. People are so scared to be flexible, to be malleable, to learn a new skill, to go to a new country, to learn a new language. All these different things that could just make us more worldly, help us understand each other more, and just be better human beings. So, if there's anything that you get from this podcast, from this message today, is that December, forget everybody else's expectations for you. Make your own expectations. Start setting your own goals during the day. Start setting your own goals at night. You know, be focused in what you want to do. Because if you don't carry on, what you carry on in this season will carry on to next season. It's not like you can forget anything that happened, or forget all those things that happened in 2019, 2020, and even this year, 2021. You can't just forget all those things. Those things don't leave your DNA. So if you want to put some good things into your DNA, if you want to put some good habits into your DNA, if you want to take some extra quantum leaps in your life before the year ends, or put some extra quantum leaps under your belt before you finish this year, then do those things. Take those trips. Travel where you need to go, accomplish those goals, talk to who you need to talk to. You know, I want you to call somebody who you know you're fearful to talk to. Talk to somebody who, you know, like you know you're supposed to be talking to them. You know you're supposed to have a conversation with them, or you know you're supposed to pick up the phone and just reach out to them. Do that. Do that. This is Coach Taz telling you, do that hard thing before it becomes even harder in 2021, because you're so stuck up here. Get out of here. Get out of here. You need to go out into the world. And so, if there's anything you get from this podcast, go out into the world. Forget other people's expectations for you, and live up to your own expectations. Be a good person for you and the folks around you. I'm going to be out. I appreciate you listening to the podcast. Stay positive. Stay blessed. Peace.